What's up, y'all? Today I'm with my man Michael Taylor, operator of Chick-fil-A Henrietta.
What's up, man?
So first things first, what's your why?
Man, so my why when I wanted to become a franchisee of Chick-fil-A, so I always base it down to three things. The first one is just family, and my family used to always tell me that I could really be a lot, as well as growing up, you know, my grandmothers, they did a lot for me. And so just being able to understand that it goes bigger than just myself. So just understanding that my family's name is on my back and I want to make sure that I make them proud. The second aspect is being able to give opportunity to people who normally don't have opportunities. And so being able to have this platform and being able to employ people on a regular basis, that's something I take with pride. You know, it's a lot of responsibility. And then the final part is being able, just like with yourself, being able to help groom and help talk with and mentor the next generation of leadership. I always say I'm not necessarily trying to create other Chick-fil-A operators. Now, if people want to become operators, that's cool. But I always say that my journey is very much, it's got a lot of trials and tribulations. So if I can help teach people that, then I can really help them grow. I always joke that I failed so much in life, so everybody doesn't have to. So I always like to make sure I can give them feedback and anything that I've learned in my journey.
Okay. So first, congratulations. I heard you got married today.
Yes, yes.
What is something you can give me advice to of finding the right woman to help you lead with success?
So to find the right woman, I'm gonna be honest with you, I messed up a few times. And I actually had gotten to a point, I actually had got out of a pretty bad relationship. And I always tell people, I had a conversation with my mom. I'll never forget it because it was August 19th when I had the conversation with my mom of 2019. And I just basically told her, hey, look, like I'm gonna just be the cool uncle. Like I'm not gonna search for anybody. Like I'm just gonna focus on the store. I got animals, so I was like, that's all I'm gonna be worried about. And my mom is a praying woman, and so one of the things she gonna do, and especially when she's serious, she gonna call you out your name. So what she said was, boy, don't you talk like that. The one that God has for you is the one that God has for you. And so what I stopped doing is I stopped looking, and I stopped like doing all these, you know, just a lot of things in life. And as fate would have it, one of my friends actually had knew my wife, and he set us up on a blind date. And so when he set us up on the blind date, I was like very shocked because we just connected very, very well. And I knew instantly that something was different. But then when I talked to my dad, one of the things I asked him was, because I never understood the concept of love or being in love. Because I was like, man, like I love my nieces, like I love my team, I love all these people, but I couldn't never understand the concept of love.
Right.
And so my dad said, well, do you miss the person? And then he asked me, does she make you better? And when I started to look at my journey with my wife, pretty much that's everything about her. Is she's never belittled me. She's never made me feel horrible. Every little thing she did was always to elevate me. She understood the business. And so for you, if you want to find Mrs. Right, what I would tell you is understanding that the person that you want to meet is that person that's going to make you better. That person that's not going to take advantage of you, that person that's not going to make you feel little, person that's not going to make you choose between what your calling in life is and your family. So that would be my piece of advice for you, man.
Thank
you.
One more question.
Yeah.
What's advice that you could also give me from transitioning from a young man into a man?
It's funny you say that. What I typically tell people is tune out any negative energy around you. So where you're going in life, you're gonna have a lot of naysayers, and it's gonna be from people that you thought you might have been cool with, but it's gonna be a lot of things that's gonna come to the forefront where you're gonna have to just learn how to tune it out. And the second thing that I always like to make sure I tell people is find a mentor that doesn't tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Most of the time, we don't really listen to our parents all that well. Like they might tell us certain things, but we don't really want to listen to them. But you have to have somebody that is basically outside that realm. Like for me, as one of my mentors, he keeps me grounded. He actually came up not that long ago, and there were certain things me and him discussed, even just my overall perspective. There were certain things that I was thinking about, and I was telling him about the business and things. And the first thing he said to me was, stop thinking on the business first, think about your family. So when we're talking, he said, make sure you put your family first and not the business first. And that was something that meant so much to me that I had to put things in perspective. But, you know, you asking me a lot of questions. So you got a lot of questions for me. I just want to know, you know, because I had the pleasure of talking with you. I just really want to know your overall preparation when it comes to football, when it comes to just you all getting in the right mindset for football games and things. What does that look like for you?
You know, so first, academics come first. You know, you gotta get your stuff done in school, so then you can go onto the field and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
First, you gotta take care of your body.
Yeah.
You know, the right nutrition, recovery for your body. I do a lot of recovery. Like, I go to this place called FMR.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do a lot of stuff there. Secondly, you gotta watch film.
Yes.
One thing about me and my team is we watch a lot of film on the opponent that we're about to play. Then know who you're about to play against.
Yeah, yeah.
So, big game coming up for me. I know they're pretty good, but I know what I'm capable of doing and performing on the field, so I can do what I had to do.
I mean, you know what you're capable of doing. I mean, clearly you know what you're capable of doing. I think we were just talking about your GPA, and I told you flat out, you smarter than me. I might be able to outrace you though. I think so. You know, I got to stretch a little bit. But one of the questions I have for you is, can you let me know like how your faith has played a role in just your overall, in your walk right now? And your journey in becoming one of the great NFL players. I'm speaking life into it. How your faith has played a role in that?
It played a huge role. I mean, before every game, I pray. Either it's my family, team, we always play or pray. But God has always been on my side. I mean, like, He gave me opportunities, example for like this right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, He protects me on the field. Making sure I could just do 100% and perform at my highest ability. So a huge role.
I mean, that's awesome. Like you know, like how you were saying, God definitely keeps you grounded. God will definitely keep you humbled, but He also is going to protect you and make sure you ain't going to get injured. You know, and I think that's great.
And after every single game, I thank Him. Even if I didn't have a good game, I know I'm protected, so I thank Him all the time.
And so, you know, I told you my why, of why I became a franchisee and what keeps me focused, what keeps me on my day-to-day. Right. So I'm curious, what is your why? Why do you have such a drive to be successful, whether it's in sports or just other things that we have talked about? What is your why? What drives you?
All right, so I feel like my why is, so my grandfather was a really, really good athlete.
Yeah.
And then switched. Everything happened. But I feel like me performing and doing what I gotta do in sports will also lead me into a successful life. Even if like the NFL or Olympics for track doesn't work out, I feel like my sports will get me into the right position of getting into a good college and getting a successful life, even if it's not NFL or track.
That's awesome, man. And I would really just encourage you, man, just to never forget that. Those items, when you really understand your why and you can keep those focus, those hard days, those long days, you just always go back to that. And you obviously know this, that the hard days will come. And so just being able to say like, man, these are my whys, and then being able to refocus and get back on the field. I think that's big. Being able to stay humble as you have been, I think that's big, man. So congratulations on everything. And I just wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, man.